Hello to all my lively ladies. You're very welcome to today's total body, low impact strength workout, and we are going to build strong legs, our butt and abs with this one today. Right, before we begin all those great moves, we've got to warm it up. All right, step touching, reaching those arms out to the side. That's it, move off the spot if you can. Now, as always with strength, you're going to see a nice selection of equipment lying around the place. So today I do have a mat, so we have some floor moves, but I will be showing you alternatives as always for those exercises. I have the kettlebell brought back today. I'm going to do one, maybe two exercises with that. So if you do have a kettlebell, you can keep it handy there with your dumbbells. Don't worry if you don't have one, you can just work away with your free weights or your dumbbells as normal. Let's count this out. 4 and 3, 2, and last 1. Okay, we're going to step out and reach. And if you want to just leave your hands out in front, that's fine. If you can get that nice big stretch over your head, let's work away with that. Tap out that floor. Now today's strength, there's 22 exercises, so it is a no repeat. I have been getting requests from people to do no repeat strengths. Haven't done one in a long time, so here's one for you today. Now I do know there are people out there who do enjoy 2 rounds, at least 2 rounds of strength. So if you have the time, you could maybe repeat it again or even repeat half of it again. You'll be getting an absolutely amazing workout for your body. Lift and lift. Let's do 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Okay, tap those knees, bring your knees up. Try and bring them up at least as high as your belly button if you can. Stretching out the glutes here as the leg drives up. And a little crunch for the abs. And working into those hip flexors. Now I'm bringing back figure 8 today. I had a request from a viewer there last week asking me to bring back the wood chops figure 8. So here they are today for you. They're great exercises, really wonderful. I will do the figure 8 with my 5 kilogram kettlebell, but it works very well with a dumbbell. Work away with your dumbbell if you haven't got your kettlebell. That's it, tap it out. Lift and lift, lift and lift. Now let's reach out to the side as the knee comes up. Nice big arms. Lovely big energetic moves to get the blood flowing, get the sweat flowing, and make all our strength moves nice and safe and effective. That's it, good. Lift and lift, lift and lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to step out to the side and then the other side. Start off nice and small, and then as time goes by, we can increase the range of movement for our inner thighs. So you can step a little wider now. And if you really want to increase, start reaching down. That will definitely increase the range of movement a lot more for you. And then the lower you go, the more flexibility you'll get. 2 feet together, reaching down. This is great to warm up the lower back as well, particularly if you reach right down to the floor. Just do what you can here though. It is quite an advanced exercise, but it warms up those inner thighs, that groin, very effectively. Okay, reach down and reach down. Let's do 2 more. Take your time when you're reaching down all the way to the floor. Last 1, okay. Right, some hip openers or rainbow legs. Try not to rotate those hips. You can put your fingers on your bony protrusions there at the front. They're your hip bones. We've got to try and keep them facing the front. So I want you to imagine they're your headlights on a car and they must stay facing the front. Now by engaging our abdominals, so pull right in, pull your belly button in towards your spine. That's your core engagement, so you feel that tension around the middle. That'll stop your hips from overly rotating. You might get a little rotation. Sometimes when we have tight muscles tugging and pulling, it pulls other body parts into certain positions. Will we work on our strength? Will we work on our mobility? We'll try and tackle that issue as well. And open, and open. Last two, and last one. Okay, it's down into a little seat, reach up and down. Try and make the move as big as you can for those arms. Stretch right up so you feel those shoulders warming up. That's good. Lift up and down. Lift up and down. And reach up. That's it, good work. Last two. And last one. Okay, this is great. Let's get started now. Before we do, actually, let's do a few calf raises, because the poor out calves do tend to get forgotten about. So reaching up on your toes, rolling down onto your heels. Now, while you continue on with calf raises, I'll show you the first move. It's a nice combination move, great for the upper and the lower. Okay, keep going there. We're going to do a pendulum. I always like to work on pendulum. And we're doing a lateral raise or side raise with a front raise. So you're drawing a big L with your hands or arms, and then the other side of backwards L. Okay, now be careful what weight you choose with this particular one. Okay, even if you feel my shoulders have gained a lot of strength, this is a tough one with the legs moving, so just watch that. All right, let's begin. Enjoy yourselves. 12 seconds to transition, 48 to do the work today, just in case I don't think I mentioned that. Okay, right, let's get ready for it. Abdominals engaged again, so belly button to spine, and then reach, and then the other side. Breathe it out, breathe it in. Good work. Try and get that leg up and out to the side, work on that balance. This will very much challenge your balance. So again, another reason why we need to watch how heavy we go with it. Lift and lift. Now I don't want you to lean too far to the side there, just be careful. Okay, try and control that with those engaged abdominals. Good. And lift and lift. Breathing in, breathing out. Well done. Okay, now we're heading into wood chop. An excellent exercise for our trunk, our torso, our abdominals. Sitting down into a little seat and then reaching to the side. One side only, other side is next. So sit your legs down, pivot on the toe and rotate. So this will work the upper half as well, those shoulders. Make sure you pivot on the toe, turn, sit down and repeat. That little pivot on the toe will protect your kneecap. Great, reach it up. And reach it up, take your time. Stretch right up, great mobility while we strengthen the body. Well done. Now hold on to your dumbbell because we've got the other side coming. Okay, open those legs, be about shoulder width or a little wider. Okay, sit down, pivot and reach. Don't forget to turn on that toe and reach up. Breathe in on the way down, exhale on the way up. That's it, that'll help power up that weight over your head. And turn. The heavier you go with the weight, the more you're going to feel it on the abdominals and most definitely the shoulders or the upper half. And reach. We have those figure eights coming up next. Now you can do it with a dumbbell. It's a little bit more awkward with a dumbbell, that's why I like the kettlebell for figure eights. Okay, well done. But if you have your dumbbell, use it there. Kettlebells are great for certain exercises, this be one in particular. So down we go and pass it through. And you're just drawing an 8. Okay. Great one for the lower part of the the body here, the glutes, the legs. Your abdominals will be getting some work as well. Pass it under and pass and catch. And under. And under. I don't know if I've convinced you yet to go out and buy a kettlebell. They're so easy to get now. You can even get them in your local supermarket. But you know, Christmas is coming up in a couple of months. Be a nice idea there. And up. Well done. Okay, lovely exercise. Really like that one. All right, narrow squat. Right, narrow squat, hammer curl, and then we're going to do two butt squeezes. Okay, so narrow. Curl the weights up to your shoulder, and then 2 butt squeezes. Curl, squeeze, squeeze. Nice and slow. This is our suitcase deadlift as well, as also known as. Down, curl, squeeze, and squeeze. Curl. Hopefully you're feeling those glutes squeezing out there. Squeeze it out. Now we're heading to the floor next. Curl, squeeze, and squeeze. Now if you don't want to come to the floor, hold your weight up in front and do some hamstring curls, alternating the legs, okay? If you're coming to the floor with me, we're going to do our hamstring walks. So go to the very edge of your mat so you don't catch your feet on the mat. Lift up into bridge and walk it out and walk it in. Now, I got a question from a viewer saying they found this exercise very challenging. So what I'm going to do today is we're just going to walk out once and walk it back in once. So that makes it a little easier, or just do one leg. Okay, and then the other leg. Alternate the legs. And that really makes it doable here. Okay, because this is a wonderful exercise to train your hamstrings at home. As I always say, it's very hard to hit the hamstrings at home. So we've got to be very inventive. So I want to try and keep going with this one. And back in. Well done. Okay, now we're into more work for the hamstrings. We're into hamstring curls. And if you don't want to come to the floor, rest your hands on your chair and just do the same thing. You'll be up a little higher and open, extend and close. That's it. Try not to tilt the body here. You're resting on 3 points and extend. And get that heel as close to your bottom as you can and extend. Other leg is next. Keep that height in the leg, don't let it fall. Look under your body there. You should be able, you shouldn't see your leg. Should be out of sight. You know you're high enough. And extend. Now you should be feeling the hamstrings working hard at this stage now after our walks. Okay, sit it back, have a little rest. Just in case you're new here and you're a bit confused about going up onto a height. So this is our hamstring curl up on the chair. Same thing, you're just not coming down to the floor. Good. Our next exercise is a floor exercise or a floor move. But if you don't want to come to the floor, you can just do it on your chair. There are plank shoulder taps. So you're working the abdominals in a plank position. Keep that leg high if you can. Come on, we can do this. Squeeze out those hamstrings there. Squeeze it, release it. Squeeze it, release. Squeeze it, release. Well done. Now, our shoulder taps, our plank shoulder taps, you're not coming to the floor or you're a beginner, just use a chair. You can even hold a plank if you find tapping out the shoulders too advanced for you. Okay, if you want to come to the floor with me, you can do this on your knees, tap it out or come up, tap, tap. Okay, just tap it out there. Try not to rotate your hips too much. And again, these exercises I prefer to do down on the floor. Too much rotation on the mat. That's it, to keep those hips square and facing down all the time. If you're getting tired, drop to your knees, support your knees, and just do it from bear crawl position or knees flat on the floor. That's it, come on. Well done. Now gently drop to your knee. Now move your mat out of the way. We're going to continue on with our abdominals. So resting the weights on our shoulders, we're going to lift opposite hand and opposite knee. Now slow down for this one. Don't lean back. I want you to imagine now you have a plank of wood down your exercise top or a broomstick. Think of some imagery there that will stop you from leaning back, or even that you're leaning against a wall and you can't lean back. That's it, good. This is wonderful work for the abdominals. You might feel a little bit of tension building up around your belly button. Not only are we getting those worked, but also those shoulders, particularly if you've gone with your heaviest weights. That's it, slowly, slowly. And other side. Great job, that was hard. Now into curtsy. Now you can hold your two heaviest dumbbells or two heavy dumbbells, one heavy, very heavy dumbbell. I'm going to go with a kettlebell for curtsy. If you can't do curtsy, just step it back and just do a little bend of the knee. Okay, or if you're really a very beginner, just do step backs, crossing the legs. If you've been here for a while, and this is old hat for you, let's do a full curtsy. Try not to drop the chest. Okay, keep that kettlebell or dumbbell out in front. I have to say, if you go with two separate dumbbells, it makes this exercise very challenging because your body has to control two items, if that's the word, out in front, or two objects would be a better word, wouldn't it? Out in front. Whereas with one dumbbell, we have one kettlebell, it does make the exercise a little bit more easier on the upper half. Now, what are we doing next? Okay, so we're into either back to the chair or lower down, knee tucks. Okay, if the chair is too easy for you, you've been here for a good while now, let's lower down onto a step, a coffee table, ottoman, whatever you can think of. And even if the chair is too difficult for you, try it at a kitchen counter or a wall even. Step back a little bit so you don't bump your knee off the wall. Ooh, this is a great abdominal burn. We've had a few now in a row. And drive that knee under, come on. Squeeze out those abdominals. Drive the knee in, squeeze it out. Good work, we're just there. Excellent. Ooh, that was a real abdominal burn. Okay, now we're into running man. You can do this body weight if you want. Get into that lunge position. The higher you go, the easier it'll be for your balance and for your legs. The lower you go, the harder the workout or the exercise will be. Now this is very much isometric except for the upper half. Isometric holds is where we actually go into a certain move and we hold it for a certain time. Pump those elbows, come on. You're feeling those legs working hard. Other leg is next, so take note what leg is out front. Keep going, come on. Whew, this is tough, you'll be glad of your rest after this. Last few seconds, come on, stay strong. Very much a conditioning exercise, this one. Well done, I think we'll climb up out of that one. Whew, that was a burn for the quad and the glute behind. All right, are you ready for the other side now? Okay, step that leg behind, get that balance, do that core engagement, look forward, find that thick spot. Come on, pump it out. You can do this, stay strong. We can get through this together. Keep going. And you'll feel great mobility for the shoulders here in the front. The upper chest, front of the shoulders, upper chest. It's great with these weights, and the weights driving forward and back like this cause a lot of instability. So the body has to work really hard, that core muscle has to work really hard to stop you from tipping over. Just there, stay with it. Okay, well done. That was great, excellent job. Whew, rest out for a second. All right, now next one, more abs. Reaching up, knee raise, kick out, switch legs. Now this is going to be very slow. Don't worry about getting lots of reps out with this one. Hold those weights up high, or that weight, I've just gone with 1. You can go with 2, but it'll be very challenging trying to control 2 weights over your head and kicking your leg out front. Come on, up, kick. A little knee raise, a little kick is fine. If you want to do this body weight, that's good too. If you need to practice a little bit before introducing weight, and kick it out. Kick it out, come on. And kick. I think we're there. Let's rest that upper half. Okay, ski squats next. So the upper half will get somewhat of a rest here. The angle of the weights is completely different to over the head. All right. Okay, let's get into that little seated position. Turn your head to both corners of the room so you get those obliques engaged. And drop your hips. Come on, you're doing great. Stay strong with it. And twist. Twist the body. Turn and turn. You're doing great. Last few seconds. Go keep your form here. Good technique. We'll get results much quicker and safer for the body. Excellent job. Okay. Now, we have a pec deck shoulder press. Okay, I'll go with these ones, these 3 kilograms. This is tough for this one. All right, stagger the feet. It'll help with your posture, your balance. And lift up. So close, open, and lift. We hit the chest here and the shoulders together. And drive those weights over your head. That's it. Open and lift. Open and lift. Good work. Try not to lean back. Lean forward, it's safer. Just slightly forward. Come on, it's getting tough now. Really feeling the upper body burning now. Okay, rest it out. Great work. Now our next one, we're going to work the back muscles now. So we're going to go down, row, and then we're going to stand tall and you're going to squeeze your butt cheeks as you come up. So this is our hinging exercise. Right, let's go with that. So drop down, hinge first, row, stand tall. So we're working upper and lower here together. What a wonderful exercise this one is. Make sure you're hinging at the hips. If you're not sure what that means, you just have to imagine that there's a string attached to your butt cheeks there and somebody's pulling the string so your butt sticks out behind you there. It leads the exercise. And then stand tall. And then row and up. And as you come up, that's hip extension, working the glutes and hamstrings. And down again. Row, stand tall. Let's get one more. And stand tall. Well done. Okay, let's go back to working our upper body. So this is our lat pull down. Go with your lightest weights with this. Rest them between your legs. Lift, down, back to the start. Lift up, lat pull down, back to the start. Widen your legs as much as you can here so you're not bumping weights off your kneecaps. And down. lift, row, down. So working the back muscles again with exercise 19. Lift, row, down. Row and down. Come on. Keep that good posture for me there. You're working your body really hard, just staying in this position. Up, down. Good. Up, row down. Back to the start. One more. And back to the start. Okay, excellent job. Now you can use your dumbbells here, 1 or 2. Okay, so we're going to go with a donkey kick and then a side leg lift, and it's bent as you notice. Donkey kick, side leg lift. Oops, try not to lean to the side too much. Okay, control that. Donkey kick, side leg lift. So get some power out in that donkey kick. That's it. Really feel the glutes working, and then your side leg lift. Don't try to do the other leg. One side is plenty here. We'll do the other side next. Donkey kick. Again, another one to do body weight if you need to work on your balance a little bit. Donkey kick, side leg lift. And lift up. Well done. Okay, right, we're ready for the other side. Okay, you can really feel the glutes and the hips. Everything's getting worked here. Whew, our muscles are getting fatigued now, but that's good. That's what we want, to fatigue them. Donkey kick, side leg lift. If you want to put your foot down to help with balance, you can, or you can sweep it through and lift up. That'll really, really challenge your balance, no doubt about it. And lift. Your legs getting tired, just rest it down. Donkey kick. That's it, good. No harm resting that leg down. If it gives you better reps, you go for that. And lift it up, come on. Stay strong. Lift it up. And stay strong with it, come on. We're just there. And get that last one in. Well done. Excellent. Now our last exercise is going to work. Again, we're bringing in pendulums again. So we're doing pendulum and upright row. So those glute medius, glute minimus have gotten their fair share of the workload today, which is great for the body because they are very underused, these muscles here. Now again, a nice great compound exercise to finish out today's workout. And if you enjoyed it, I thoroughly enjoyed that workout. It was a little bit different. And I do every now and then like to do no repeat strengths. Finds less volume on the muscles, so the body can recover a little bit faster. So it's good to add them in every now and then. But if you did enjoy it, I'd appreciate a thumbs up below the video. Gives me a nice bit of feedback and allows the video to be pushed out to more ladies like yourself. And there's my big dumbbell clap. What an amazing job you did today. You should be very proud of yourselves. Well done, well done. Okay. Now heart rate might be up a little bit from the last exercise, so let's bring it down a little bit. Good. Let's let our bodies come back to normal. And we'll get a few stretches in. Great work. Okay, now if you have a little bit of a height, you can go to the floor for this if you want, but if you have your chair around from the few of the exercises or whatever you're using to get you through those, let's do our groin stretch here. Coming up onto a height like this or even a chair just makes it a little bit easier. If you can get to the floor, go for that. Let's reach up. Look at your thumb there, so we stretch out the neck muscles. And you should feel a good stretch here in the glutes as well. And into your thoracic spine. Okay, so if you have an office job, really important that you do stretches like this, where you open up the chest. And we're just doing the opposite to what we do when we're sitting down in front of screens. It doesn't have to just be an office job if you're watching television or you're on tablets or whatever it is. We're very, very crunched up. The chest is all closed. So we need to open it up and do the opposite. It's really important we get up and do this during our work day. Okay, let's switch around and repeat that. Be patient with your mobility, be patient with your stretches. It really will pay off big time, even 10 to 15 minutes, a few times a week. You will notice a big change in your body, and you'll notice how more doable certain exercises are. That's it, look at your thumb. Well done. I know we're all caught for time today, and I'm afraid mobility and flexibility does tend to get left behind. Hold a plank here for me. That's good. Hold that. Keep your hips nice and in line with the body. So squeeze your butt cheeks so you don't dip your hips to the floor. Step one leg in, step the other leg in. Go down into a little squatted position. Okay. I want you to hold that. You can put your hands on the floor. Stretching out the knees here. This is good for the hips. Feels really nice. Hold it nicely there. See if you can take your hands off the floor and then come up. Very good. And again, something to practice there. Squatted positions, low to the ground. Let's reach out, touch the ground here. Hold it, stretch out your inner thighs. If that's too intense for you, put your hands up on your leg there, not so much your kneecap, on the fleshy part of your leg. Hold that stretch. If you want to increase the intensity, you can walk. Spread your feet a little further apart. Put your hands down if you can. Go back to the middle. Come up and then over to the other side. Again, widen your legs, your stance here, to increase the flexibility after time has passed. And if you can get to the floor, go for that. That feels really good. Lovely stretch. Come back to the middle. Really widen your legs here now. And if you have a step or some sort of height, even a stacked up books or stacked up towels here works well. But if you need help here, put your hands on the step, or you can just go straight down to the floor. Relax that neck there for me. Flat, see if you can get your hands flat to the ground. If you can't, just fingertips will do. This feels lovely. Again, being patient with your stretching. If you have something in front of you, like your step, you can put your hands up on it. And let's do our heel to toe walk to get in. Reach up to the ceiling. Stretch out that trunk for me. Keep breathing in, breathing out. Well done, that feels really good. Let's do our C-curve stretch. Over we go. Reach that hand to the opposite side of the room. Work, reach. And the other side. Breathe in, breathe it out. Feel a lovely stretch here, feels good. And breathe it out. And I want to say a big thank you for joining me today. You did a wonderful job. Great working on your strength. Always glad to see you here, keeping your muscles and your bones nice and dense and strong. Very important when we get up into our 50s and beyond. So well done to you for working on those strength exercises and adding resistance into your workouts. Drink your water, keep hydrated, and I will see you in the next one. Have a lovely day.